Hello, good people. What's going on? Good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel. First thing I would like to say it before I start the video. This video is just one of my old style morning thoughts episode where I do talk about life, my thoughts and stuff like that, which people can relate to sometimes. I just like to share it because I'm a human being and not just a fragrance reviewer only. So if you are into fragrance reviewing and you're looking for one, you'll not find any review here. So if you want to skip the video, absolutely okay, right? But this is one video I want to do for some time, okay? And why? Reason being, these are some of the things that I faced in my life, and I like to share with you. Maybe one or two of you are benefited, or you feel like this video became like this video is relatable. It would be something I'm doing that for, okay, for you. So hopefully you're doing good, your life is going okay, and you are physically, mentally doing good. These are very important. Sometimes we are not so doing so good. Sometimes we are restless, so many worries. So it's the mental piece is very important, and as well as physical well-being. So winter is coming to an end. Just mild, cool weathers once in a while, but that's about it. But it stays pretty warm during the daytime. And I have done a list recent times about fresh fragrance. You can check it out. You can also wear your semi-sweet, semi-fresh perfumes, which is also good for this weather. Okay. But the video I want to do, it's about 7 points, okay? And these 7 kind of people, or this type of people, I have come across in my life. 43 years old, and I realize, with time, as you get older, you start becoming more alone. You like to live alone, and I don't want to say lonely, because I don't feel lonely. I purposely have chosen this life. I don't like the crowd. I don't like to socialize anymore, because of a lot of reasons, okay? So there are many other points I would like to add, but the video would be running too long. But these are 7 kind of people I would say stay away from. In the long run, they'll make you regret. Maybe it doesn't have any logical explanation, but in the long run, they somehow, they make sense to me that, these are the people to avoid. These are the toxic people you want to avoid, right? So the first one I would like to say, very important, liars, okay? People who are your supposedly good friends, close to you, they are always saying that, hey bro, I'm a fan, all the best, blah blah. But they always somehow casually lie to you. It doesn't have to be a life changing, life threatening lie which harms you. It could be a harmless lie. Let's say, I'll give you an example. I have many friends, okay? I had many friends, and they used to be very close to me, okay? I'm not always going to blame people. Also, maybe I have issues as well. Obviously we all have issues, but for your personal, let's say we assume we were trying to be good people. So let's say we had good terms, and suddenly we had some ups and downs, and this person still not showing it. They don't tell you like, hey bro, I don't like you no more. People don't say that to people's face. They just slowly take 1 or 2 steps back, and then they show it with their signs. So one of my dear friends, a couple of my friends actually, very close to me, no names, they used to be very close to me. I used to talk for hours talking about fragrances. We used to hang out, have lunch together and stuff like that, like really good buddies. But one time, I went to a perfume shop. It's in my area, okay? And that time they gave Black Friday sale on fragrances. And I was like, obviously, like, I call up my friends like, hey bro, you want to go? Let's go together. But recently I don't do that. So I went there alone pretty early in the morning time. And when I went there, in the corner, I saw one of my friends, who used to come here all the time. When he used to come here, he used to always to call me like, hey bro, I'm here. I want to pass you some fragrance. Would you like to review, or you like to have a cup of coffee, or, sit around for a while, chit chat? And I was like, to my surprise, I was like, okay. And he saw me and he's like all awkward, because he knows, it's not a crime. Okay. It's not a crime. Obviously, it's just awkward when you know that he's your friend, but he doesn't call you when he comes to your area. So it shows what? That he doesn't want to actually communicate with you. But when he saw me, he just came up like, hey brother, like, I'm so sorry, I thought you're busy. And he's making up all these things. I didn't even ask anything, right? So people who lie for no reason, like to you, who are your friends, it's a red alert, red alert in a way that maybe they don't mean to harm you, maybe just want to stay away from you. But people who lie to you, they don't trust you, they don't like you. So if they don't like you or trust you, you cannot do the same for them, okay? So distance yourself away from these people with due respect, no issue with that. But people who lie to you, I understand that liars are never a good sign, even if you're in a relationship, they just lie to you for no reason, and you can catch them. I did catch my exes many time. And when they lie to you and you see that, it just breaks your trust is like mirror. Once it's broken, you can put the pieces together, but it's not going to be the same. So liars are kind of like cockroaches to me, which are more people who hurt you, who mean to uh, cheat on you or stuff like that. So lying in that severe stage, these are people, immediately, no matter how you feel about them, distance yourself away. It will hurt that you had such long history of friendship, relationship, whatever, doesn't matter. People lie to you, they don't deserve your time. Simple. Okay. Second one, two-faced people, similar to liars, but these are a little bit hybrids. Okay. How they're hybrids? We have certain people who seem to like us a lot. They always compliment you, comment on your post, they love your display picture of Facebook, and they go like, not like, they just love. But when they come to you, they are saying all the sweetest words, like you are the best, like you are on the inspiration, you are a hero, blah blah. But when they go to other people, they badmouth about you. Okay, badmouth about you means they say things they like. Oh, he's just. I know literally like more than few hundred people like that I met here in Bangladesh in my fragrance journey. They really shock you when you find out, like one fine day, that you shared something with them, trusting them, keeping them in confidence, and you shared that particular thing, the story with them, and that story someone else is saying in a public place, or someone like third person, or someone, hey, Joy bhai, I heard this thing about you, is it true? And you remembered very distinctively that you trusted that person, and then you didn't share it with anyone else. And these are the people, are two-faced people, one of the most hated people in my life. I absolutely hate. I do not hate my enemies as much as I hate these people. And it's a strong word, hate, because these people do more damage than anybody else. They pretend to be your friend, they take your information, they never share anything about themselves. They're fake people, and they will always harm you in such a way that they'll pass you information, that sensitive information, personal life, family, and then other people will, they'll gain leverage on you, right? So two-faced people, they always like say, make fun of you in behind your back. Trust me, once you find out, just do not charge them or attack them. Just know, and then stay back. That's it. These are the people, if you avoid, you'll find so much more peace. Third one is time wasters. Okay, time wasters means people who waste your time. I absolutely hate this bunch. Okay. Some people have no evil intention. Okay. Let's say the innocent ones. They just want to talk all day. They want to call you and la la la. I want to talk about this and this. Maybe they like you, but imagine this. They don't ask you if you're free. Maybe you have things to do. You have priorities, important things to do, but they just waste literally 4 or 5 hours of your life every day. They just drain out the energy, and you feel like, oh no, let's say I want to do a review, and someone just called me, and then just like 2 hours, boom, gone. I don't have the energy anymore to do the videos. I just fall asleep. Maybe I missed an opportunity or a day. I earn less. Just give you a small example. It doesn't mean that you have to be like a heartless person. If you like someone and they maybe are feeling low, once in a while they seek your company, that's fine. But there are certain people who are unemployed. They do nothing, absolutely nothing, and they just want to talk about their life. They just pass all their burdens on them, and you become someone's carrier, like of their burden, and you become the green mile. So you know it works sometimes, both ways, like you also do that to other people. But if you are aware of it, like, oh, people can be busy, okay, and if they're doing nothing, that's fine, both of you are free. But people who waste your time, absolutely avoid them, because in life you have only about so much time. You don't have like so much like time to waste. You have things to do, right? So keep your priorities right and avoid the people who waste your time. Fourth category, insane people. I dated a lot of these types, and I don't want to disrespect all of them, because obviously people have good and bad. They have kindness, they have selfishness, they have meanness. Obviously, I would tell you, like, this will sound like odd. Why would you date an insane person in the first place? Because you do not know. At first, you people may seem nice and normal, and they seem like very interesting. They are like exceptional. They seem like very, like outgoing, and you feel like these are original people, and they say, hey bro, let's take a risk, let's drive up to 180 kilometers per hour, or let's just do crazy things, let's just go somewhere late night. So when you do these things, you don't understand, sometimes you're potentially risking yourself to big grave danger. Let's say you late night, if you drive fast and then you're just not aware, you can meet an accident, you can be robbed, you can have a lot of these things, right? So I have had crazy friends, and I once almost lost my driving license. I had a friend who said at 2:30 in the morning, hey bro, let's go to one of the places in Malaysia, Malacca. This guy was from Yemen, one of my best friends back then. He was called the Kid. He's like the smoothest clubbing dude. He used to be like, women are into him, and he's the smooth talker. He can get a girl's number in 2 minutes, that good. But this guy was insane as anything. He used to be high all the time. So this guy told me, let's go to Malacca and let's just go for it. It's like we can go there like in 1.5 hours. Usually it's like a 2 to 3 hours drive. I'm like, bro, what car are you driving? He's like, it's a small car called Perdua Kalisa. If you're in Malaysia, you'll know. And I'm like, I want to drive. That's the condition I want to go. He's like, let's go, bro. Drive like crazy. I'm like, I do have my provisional license. Is it okay? He said, no problem. Moment we left the campus, we just coming down to the highway. That's where there was this JPJ. JPJ in Malaysia is that Jabatan. I forgot the whole name, but they check your license, car plate, and everything. Just give you a story. And then, if you don't have a P sticker, provisional sticker, with your driving license that matches the car sticker, you will actually be penalized. I didn't know that. So when they stopped me, I said, bro, do you want to switch seats? Because, they're going to, cause a problem. And the guy goes like, bro, absolutely, just sit there, just act cool, act professional. And when they ask, don't say it's a rental car, just say it's like my friend's car. I'm like, okay. When they stop, they check everything. Okay. They found nothing in the car. In the end, they said, can I see your license? I said, okay. And then they said, isn't it a provisional license? I'm like, yeah. I said, where's your P sticker? I said, oh, the guy says next to me, my friend says, oh, we had an accident, so the thing fell off. We changed the class, blah, blah. He said, no, you have to have both sides, front and back. Otherwise, you will get demerit points. Or no, they said you get a fine. I said, okay, give me a fine. And he said, bro, I'll pay. Don't worry. 300 ringgit will pay. I said, okay, fine. And after 2 years, when I went to get my license, they said my demerit point maxed out when I was caught in that roadblock, because when you have there's some major violence. If you do those, your license would be gone. And I had so much regret because of that insanity. I shouldn't have gone. Yeah, partially it was my fault, but he said, bro, let's go. Don't worry. We're going to have fun. Just drive like crazy. Man, I'll tell you, even women, some of the women, they are so much fun. You see these movies, they are like, that Michael Douglas film, I forgot the name, that he falls in love with this lady who's insane. I know she's crazy about him. In the end, it's like, I think it was Lethal something. I know that movie. It's like, you guys know what I'm talking about, which movie I'm talking about. So something attraction, fatal attraction. Yeah. If you meet a lady like that, your life would be ruined. Okay. And they don't know where they're going. They have no plans. They don't know what they're doing. They're just like insane. And what do I mean by insane? They get very happy, like sugar high, very quickly. And when they get mad, they can destroy you, man. They can act insane, and you'll lose your mind. Right. So if you meet insane people, be careful, So that's like number 4. Number 5, free riders. It's one of the things I always mention. It's one of those talks, right? Motivational talks. Yeah. Free riders means people who always use you for your money or your facilities they can get out of you. And when you are broke, when you are in need, or let's say you're going through tough time or emergency or in a danger, you'll never find these people. These are the people. Simply cut them off. Never ever give free meals, free rides to people who always never ever shared the bill, and they never are grateful. Sometimes people, I understand, they are poor, but sometimes people aren't poor. It's just their behavior. They're just free riders. They want to use you. As long as they can use you, they like you, and they cannot see any usage out of you. On you say like demand like, hey bro, could you pay today's bill? Next day you're not gonna see them. Those are people to avoid. Next one, always make fun of you in front of people. Like this one I just already said, but also badmouth about others. 2 things. Like make fun of you sometimes behind your back, you do not know, but some people make fun of you in public, your friends, and they want to get popular, they want to mock you. You see those bullies, they always think it's funny, they always think it's going to be like cool. Hey, Joy, bro, like your tummy is coming out, isn't funny a bit, might, or something like, hey bro, this thing, ha ha ha. And they know that they're insulting you, but they find it funny. You do the same to them, they're gonna get very, very, very defensive, and very, they'll feel attacked, and they'll feel very much like violated, right? So when they do this in front of people, maybe you should tell them once, like maybe they are not aware of it, but if you told them, bro, I don't like this, please don't do this, say it in confidence, maybe he'll realize. And I know people who are innocent, they are unaware, maybe it's part of their growing up, they think being mean is funny. Okay, but bullying others is not okay when they know, and they're knowingly doing this to people, like let's say chubby kids. The kid is a little bit fat, right? And in the childhood you fat shame, body shame them, and you just talk about their looks. I have been in school, I was so thin, obviously I'm dark skinned, so people used to make fun of that. And then a lot of my friends used to do this in public, and when I grew up, I just realized they are not doing so well in their life, and I got back at them. Don't worry, like I did get some of them back. I was mean to a lot of these people, I hurt them personally, because I believe payback is no, payback is a yeah. But they, when they make fun of you, they try to just talk about, like, let's say, oh, you are like middle class, you didn't do. And currently in life they are not doing so well, they look old, they have health issues. I'm like, oh bro, can't walk straight, huh? Or just too much substance abuse, isn't it? So their maybe parents got divorced, something, like karma gets them. So being mean, these kind of people, horrible people, when they make fun of you, it's a red alert, red signal. Go away from them, do not socialize with them. Even they call you, cut the line, block them from Facebook, that's it. Other one is who are talking bad about other people to you all the time. You might think, like, why, if they're talking bad to us, like talk bad about others to us, what's the problem? We also these same people, believe it or not, they do the same about you with others. When they go to other people and then they make fun of you, they badmouth about you. This person is crazy, man. This guy is like toxic. This guy is so bad. He's so full of himself. When they come to you, like, that person, he said this thing about you, right? So people, when they badmouth about others, they to you, they also do the others. Not they're doing to you with others, right? So these are people never your friends. They are never having good intention. And moment you ask them, like, why did you do this? Why did you talk about bad about me to others? And the moment you'll see their true face, they'll get very angry. They'll never admit that they're in wrong. They'll always attack you back and say, F you, man, just like that. See, they're never your friend in the first place. And the last one is extremists. Okay, this point, I'll finish with this point. Extremist doesn't only mean religious extremists. Okay, a lot of people are extremists in many ways, like people who are believing or supporting one team. Like, let's say you play soccer or you watch soccer, and to you, okay, what Manchester City or one of the Arsenal, whatever is your club, or Barcelona, or playing country-wise Argentina or Brazil, they're very extremist, strong fans. It's okay, the passion is good. Maybe you support certain nation, but you have no respect for other nations when they're playing. You bully them, same like the previous point, and you make fun of, they make fun of your favorite team, okay, and they're very extreme. Sorry, birds. Okay, when they do that, when they're extreme, they're always going to attack you in your personal profile. Recently I reviewed, not reviewed, I deleted some people from my friends list, sorry. And these people are extremely extreme. They are like, they always go make you want to accept what they feel. If you don't accept what they are saying, they will just attack you and say, how dare you? They are just like, charge at you, which is not right, because you have your, freedom of speech. Whoever you like, whatever you like, you can say, you can value. Or let's say, I personally feel people of all religion are beautiful, all color, race, they're beautiful. I do not pick on people based on the race, like racism wise. I do not say all these people are bad or something. If certain people are bad, they're doing extremist activities, they're attacking, they're doing some crime, you have to condemn them. Even if it's your own people, let's say our Muslim people, they are doing something that is looking like, a crime. You never ever support that. Why? Because criminal is a criminal. Bad person is a bad person, a good person is a good person. Every single religion has good and bad. Every single country, nation, they have their fair share of good and bad. You cannot generalize. Okay, so when you go extreme, and the hatred, and you just burn someone's holy book, when I see this, it hurts me. But I just realize people sometimes are just blind in hatred, and there's so much, the growing up is so much toxicity. They are taught that hate this bunch, hate immigrants, hate everybody, hate people who are not your religion. If you are, even if you go to Saudi, they have this mentality that some of the Muslims are lower class, like the, let's say, our brown people, black people, Indian, Pakistanis, and then the Middle Eastern, some of them are just like of higher grade. Can you believe that? This is like almost the same feeling like I'm having blue blood under my skin, right? So whenever you see extremism, extreme people tell you, bro, women playing football, ban that, that's not Islamic. Or they say, hey bro, these guys are, she's covering her, she's wearing like, what do you call that, hijab, right? And you just like, those are all terrorists and stuff like that. When you say those things, without knowing who they are, total strangers, you're saying that, maybe perhaps you stay away from these people because you judge people from their heart, and not what they look like or what they represent, what's the name, last name is, right? So I believe if you find a balance in life, you'll be happy. And if you know rules and regulations as well as ethics and the good qualities in you, if you do that, you'll never ever ever hurt others, and you're not going to be a bad citizen, right? So maybe some of these things we can just take note and maybe turn ourselves to be a little bit better. And even if we are making some mistake, we can just look at ourselves, oh, okay, maybe I was doing that wrong, maybe I should correct, and also stay away from this sort of people which is harming us. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. See you soon, and let me know what you think about these points. See you.